I was travelling up from London a few nights ago, and with my wife, who's 7.5 months pregnant, and 2 children, a 4.5-year-old and a 11-month-old. We decided to stop off kind of midpoint between our London and Edinburgh, which was our final destination, in Bradford, and I booked a penthouse apartment, which was really cheap, I have to admit. So it was almost too good to be true. But when I got to Bradford and I kind of responded to the proprietor to say I was almost there, I got a text asking for some details, to clarify some details. And in that text, they also said, you also need to pay a £30 cleaning charge. I immediately challenged that because it was nowhere in the terms and conditions. I did read the policy tab. Mm-hmm. But the proprietor started going off at me and saying that, we can't get checked in until that is paid. And he made a couple of excuses, like where would you expect to get a penthouse apartment for £70 for the night, which I thought was by the by. It was advertised at a particular price. I purchased the opportunity. So the long and the short is we didn't get access to the property because I refused to pay the £30 charge. I had to drive 25 miles back down the M1 to a different hotel to stay the night. I've challenged it through the website through which I booked the hotel. They have been most unhelpful, referring me back to their policy, which is that they need to go back to the proprietor and ask them what happened, and did we simply not just turn up, or were we denied access? Of course, they're probably going to turn around and say that we just didn't turn up, which was not the case. So I'm feeling a little bit.
Presumably, you've got a record of the phone call, if nothing else.
Yes, I do, and I have the text as well, which
what does the text say? Does it refer to the £30 fee?
Yes, it does.
Perfect.
Yes, it does.
Good.
When I spoke to the website, they acknowledged that it wasn't in the terms and conditions of the booking, and yet they seem to be.
So I normally ask people under no circumstances to name the website or the source or the retailer, but I'm going to ask you to do it. Was it Airbnb?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was Booking.com.
Okay, I'm not hugely familiar with Booking.com, but I know Airbnb always say cleaning charge 40 quid, 50 quid. Booking.com doesn't do that, does it?
Not generally. I mean, I usually only stay in hotels, but this seemed to be a great deal.
Yeah. So what I would do, here's what I'd do. I would go back to the Booking.com website and look at the entry for this place really carefully. If there's a mention of a cleaning charge in the description, then the proprietor is correct, and he's entitled to keep your 70 quid and you're not entitled to any refund. If there is no mention of £30 charge, then the proprietor is in the wrong. He is not entitled to demand 30 quid, and you would have a claim against him in the small claims court for the additional monies you had to pay to go to the Airbnb in, did you say Bradford, or 30 miles down the road from Bradford?
Yes, we drove to Wakefield Services to a hotel.
Yeah, so you'd have a claim for the additional money you had to pay for the hotel in Wakefield.
Okay. My final question on this is that Booking.com said that I should have called them there and then on the spot when I had the problem, but my response to them was that with a heavily pregnant
11
wife,
o'clock at night, 4.5-year-old child, 11-month-old child, 7-month pregnant wife, you've got better things to be doing. I get that.
Exactly.
Although that is not necessarily a legal defence if their terms and conditions say you've got to call us right away if there's a problem.